Hello students. Today in continuation of previous video D and F block element part 1, you have studied the position of D and F block element in the periodic table, electronic configuration of D and F block element. We will now discuss the general characteristic properties of D and F block element in detail. Now all the transition elements are metal, and this is because of the numbers of electrons in the outermost cell is only 1 or 2. Transition metals are hard, malleable, ductile due to the presence of strong metallic bonds. Transition metal crystallizes in all the three phase center cubic FCC, hexagonal closed packed HCP, and body center cubic BCC crystal. Transition metal of 11th and 12th group are softer and more ductile as compared to the other transition metal. For example, silver and gold, highly ductile metal, belongs to 11th group, and mercury in a liquid form belongs to the 12th group. Along with the metallic bonding, transition metal also show covalent bonding due to the presence of unfilled d orbital. As transition elements are metal, so they are the good conductors of heat and electricity. The metals except zinc, cadmium and mercury all are harder and less volatile. The hardness of these metals suggests the presence of covalent bonding in these metals, and the presence of unfilled d orbital favor the covalent bonding. Now next important property, the metallic and the boiling point of a transition metal. Transition metals usually have very high value for melting and boiling point due to the presence of strong metallic bond. Zinc, cadmium, mercury metals have lower melting and boiling point as they have completely filled d orbital, and because of which no unpaired electrons are present. And metals towards the middle of each transition series have the highest melting point. Now you see the chromium, the 3D belongs to the 3D transition series, and maximum boiling point, melting point in the 3D series because due to the presence of maximum number of unpaired electron, and the configuration is 3d5,4s1. In moving along the period from left to right, the melting point of these metals first increases to maximum and then it is decreases. Now here this is the anomalous behavior of manganese Mn, and this is the Tc, that is the technetium. Now the reason for the high melting and the boiling point of the transition metal. The high melting and boiling point is due to the strong bond and the presence of half-filled d orbital. The next point, that involvement of the greater number of electrons from n-1 d in addition to the ns electron in the interatomic metallic bonding, and because of the strong interatomic bonding, transition elements have high melting and boiling point. Next important property, that is the atomic and ionic radii. The covalent radii of the element decreases from left to right across a row in the transition series. This is because of the poor screening by the d electrons. The atomic radii for the elements from chromium to copper, it belongs to the 3D series. It is also belongs to the 3D series, and here the electronic configuration 3d5,4s1, 3d10,4s1, and are very close to one another, and this closeness of the atomic radii is due to the shielding of the outer 4s electrons by the 3d electrons from the inward pulls of nucleus. As a result, the atomic radii do not alter much on moving from chromium to copper. The ionization energy. The first ionization energy of transition element are higher than those of the S block element but lower than P block element. In a particular transition series, the ionization energy although increases gradually as we move from left to right, but this increase is not appreciable. Now, the ionization enthalpy increases due to the increase in the nuclear charge with atomic number at the beginning of the series. Gradually, the shielding effect of the added electron also increases. This shielding effect tends to decrease the attraction due to the nuclear charge. These two opposite factors lead to a rather gradual increase in the ionization of any transition series. The first ionization enthalpies of the 5D series and the 5D series of an element are much higher than those of the 3D and 4D elements, and this is because the 4F have the poor shielding effect. As a result, the outer electron experience the greater nuclear attraction, and these lead to a higher ionization energy for the 5D transition series. Now, ionization energy of 3D series. The first ionization energy for 3D series element scandium, titanium, vanadium and chromium are almost same, and that is they are differ only slightly from one another. The values of first ionization energy for the zinc is very high, and due to the extra stability of a completely filled 3D 10. The second ionization energy for chromium and copper are higher than those of their neighbor, and this is due to the fact that the electronic configuration of chromium ion and copper ion, monovalent ion, have extra stable 3D5 and 3D labels. Now, formationless property, the formation of colored ions. Many compounds of transition element are colored in the solid or in the solution phase. In compound state, due to the surrounding groups, the d orbital of a transition element are not degenerated but split into two groups of a different energy. And it is possible to promote the electron from one group to the another group, and this corresponding to fairly small amount of energy difference, so light is absorbed in visible region. Some compound of transition metals like zinc sulfate are white in color, and in these compound it is not possible to promote the electron within the d level. Now, colors of the period for transition metals. You see, some are yellow color, blue color, like this. Again, this is the scandium, vanadium, manganese, iron, cobalt, copper. And transition metals are colored due to the presence of unpaired electron in their d orbital. Formation of alloy. Now, alloys are the homogeneous solid solution of two and more metals obtained by the melting the component and then cooling the melt. These are formed by metals whose atomic radii differ by not more than 15%, so that the atoms of one metal can easily take up the position in the crystal lattice of the other. Since the transition metal have similar atomic radii and large numbers of unpaired electrons, they form alloys very easily. Now, for example, the bronze is an alloy of copper and tin, brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. The transition metals form the alloy among themselves. The alloy of the transition metals are hard and high melting point as compared to the host metal. The atomic radii of transition metal in any series is not much differ, and so as a result they can easily replace each other and in the lattice and form the solid solution. the interstitial compound. Sometimes the transition metals are also from the interstitial compound, and in which they take up the atoms of a small size, for example the hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, in the vacant spaces in their lattice, and the presence of these atoms result in decrease in malleability and the ductility of metal, but increase their tensile strength. Variable oxidation state. Transition metals show the variable oxidation state unlike S and P block element. The first element of the 3D serial, that is the scandium Sa, can have an oxidation number of +2 if both S electrons are used, +3 when 2s and 1d electrons are involved. Similarly, all the elements show the variable oxidation state depending upon the numbers of electrons present for the bonding in their S and D subcell. The transition metals also shows the catalytic property due to the variable oxidation state. The presence of vacant d orbital and the formation, the tendency to form the reaction intermediate with reaction, and the presence of defects in the crystal lattice. The orbital scandium, you see here, the 1 electron, unpaired electron, in here 2, 3 chromium maximum unpaired electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 here 6, that is the 3d5 4s1 configuration, and the copper, that is 3d10 and 4s1 configuration, which gives the extra stability to chromium and copper. The magnetic properties. Most of the transition elements are and their compounds show the paramagnetism. Paramagnetism is due to the presence of unpaired electrons in atoms, ions, and molecules. The paramagnetism first increases in any transition element and reaches a maximum value for D5 aces and then decreases. You see here, for chromium, the maximum number 3d5 and 4s1. A substance which is attracted by magnetic field is called the paramagnetic substances, and substances which is repelled by the magnetic field is called diamagnetic substances. And magnetic moment of the substance can be calculated by this formula, nu equal to √n n plus 2, and is the number of unpaired electron.